Angry Inch is back with a brand new Age of Empires 2 video. What's on the plate for today is trading. Now, before we get into it, there's three major things that are going to determine how effective your trade route are. The first of being which, the distance that the trade cart's going to have to go between making a full trip. So for this full trip, it'll bring back 9 gold. The second of which being if you have caravan researched or not. Caravans are research in the Castle Age that allows carts and cogs to move twice as fast. It costs 200 food and 200 gold. So let's research that. As you can see, they're going very slow. Now for all the calculations done in this video, we had caravan research because it's a very important research, and trade carts aren't really probably going to be worth it unless you have that researched. And every civilization can get caravan. Okay. And what's the last thing that's going to make your trade cart route effective? How much congestion there is. So if you got a lot of trade carts going on one thing, you can see right there they're going a lot faster now. If there's a lot of congestion, not just trade carts, but if there's barriers, villagers, warriors, whatever, they're going to bump into them and slow down. So that's going to slow down your gather rate. Now just to give you a kind of perspective on how much more gold you're going to get. So for this first route, it's 9 gold for a trip, right? Now that's from here to here. Now if you go a little bit further over to here, you get 33 gold, which is a substantial increase. But let's say you want to go all the way across the map. Well, not quite all the way across. I'll explain that in a second. That's 73 gold. Now you'll see in the next part how much more gold you would get from actually having a trade cart, or a market right there. And I'll give you a little spoiler, it's 4 more gold. So you can see right there, if it was 9 gold for this whole way through there, and you get an extra 4 gold for just putting a market right there, then it's definitely worth it to put it as far as possible. Now for a quick little fun fact, as you could see, I was in fact trading with my enemy. So you can trade with enemies. Something kind of interesting. I don't know if it's ever going to be put to use for in your games, but you can do that. And one other thing is, I did do the math, and it took the trade carts 49 seconds to do a trip from here to here. Now if you do the math, that's 11 gold per minute. So that's not very good if you remember from that last video, a villager collecting 28 gold per minute in the Imperial Age, and the relic being 30 gold per minute. Now I'm sure you're curious how much gold is collected when a trade cart goes all the way to here. And I timed that one, and it took it 2 minutes and 11 seconds to do a complete trip. So that is 15.1 gold per minute. So it is an increase of about 4 gold per minute over the shorter route over here, which is substantial. And let's say you go all the way over here to the 73. Now this is for an unobstructed route, so I'll be going over later if you have an obstructed route. Here it took 3 minutes and 25 seconds for one trip, or 21.4 gold per minute. So yes, you can see that is quite a bit more gold. Alright, now I'm on a new map, a bigger map, to give you a better perspective. If you're curious, that last map was a medium map. Those are usually played 2v2. But what about for a normal size map, the 3v3 map? Now, here is the market, and go slide down over here. And boom, there's that 33 gold. So it's going to be a little bit, look a little bit closer since this is a bigger map. And then over here, that's the 73 gold. And boom, there's the 110 gold. So how long did it take for a trade cart to make a complete trip all the way and collect the 110 gold? It took it 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Now that's 25.3 gold averaged out per minute. So yes, it is the best to have the furthest market. Now I'm not going to show a large map because, well, it's usually generally hard to get a market to go all the way across, and it's just going to get better and better, and I think you guys got the gist of it. Longer is better, less congested better, and I'll be showing you an in-game action clip why that is better. And obviously always do caravan. And one last quick note is, would a trade cart with goods in it be faster than a regular trade cart? And no, that's not the case. I measured on the short route when it was empty and clicked on it and then measured the time that it took to get back, and it took exactly the same amount of time. Alright, now here's a pro game with their trade route. So we start right here with the first market. This trip will get 88 gold, by the way. And we're going up here, fairly open to start it off with. Continually, not too many objects, so it's going to be fairly quickly. And there he is, garrisoning a relic. As if you would have seen in my previous video, relics are very worth it. And got to reroute a little bit back there. And a little bit, and then right there. And you can see this is the other market. So I would consider that maybe light to medium congestion. It's got to reroute in a couple spots, but it's not going to slow it down entirely as long as it's continually going and there's no bottlenecks. I predicted, it should produce close to the 22.7 gold a minute that I got on an unobstructed perfect 88 gold route. Now, what did I get? I tested a few times and got the average, and yes, I got 20 gold per minute. So that's about 3 gold per minute less than a perfect route, which is pretty good. And to give you an idea, there's about 10 trade cart routes out right now. 10 trade carts out. And you can see right here, building 2 markets, a very good idea, because let's say one gets destroyed, you will have to redirect your other carts, but you don't have to worry about getting a villager over there right away, and you can still continue trading. So that's a good idea. Also, another reason why 2 markets is good, especially in later games, is you'll be able to have different set different points, so not all the carts are going in the same same route, and there's gonna be less chance of them bumping into each other. Okay, now for some analysis on the late game trade. So we can see Big Jeff is up here now, created a new 2 markets up here, a little bit north of Paladin's markets. And that's going to be great because it's going to create less congestion. And you may be wondering, a diagonal route is better or a vertical route, or like a horizontal route. It really doesn't matter as long as the route is unobstructed. So a diagonal route will get an equal amount of gold as a horizontal route. A drawback to a diagonal route is that it is going to be more vulnerable to attack. So that's the risk you're going to have to play out, and generally players do tend to place them in the back of their bases, so they're very hard to harass. Okay, so now let's look and see. There is quite a bit of congestion. There's a lot of trade carts out right now, but the pros have combated it by deleting buildings to make sure that there is no bottlenecks. That's one of the biggest things, is you want to make it as effective as possible. As long as they're moving in one direction, that's great. So I predicted that it would actually be quite a bit slower, and I was wrong. I got about 18.5 gold per minute for this route, which was about 4 or 5 gold less than what was produced with the perfect route. So they're still pretty good, 18.5 gold per minute. Considering you got so many trade carts, you're going to get a tremendous amount of gold. 2 civilizations that receive market bonuses are the Spanish and Saracens. The Spanish receive a plus 33% gold generating bonus for trade routes. Therefore, if one of these 3 players were the Spanish, that gold route would be changed from 88 gold per trip to 117 gold per trip. Now, Big Jeff is playing the Saracens, so he does get the bonus of only 5% cost to use the markets. This is a great bonus, but only applies to himself. Okay guys, now this is at the end of the game, and I did do a commentary on this, so go check out that video. It was the second mega random map that I did. But here's just to show you when the Rams came in and destroyed the markets, how quickly they lost the game. Because look how many trade carts are garrisoned or gathered right there. No trade, no gold, and you're going to lose the game. So it's very important to protect your trade routes. And the game was over within minutes after they lost this trade route, because you can't support a good army without gold. Now let's go into this scenario. I want to show you about trade cogs real quickly. Then you guys will be absolute experts in the whole trading field. Okay, let me enter in the cheat real fast to get Marco. Sorry about that. And let's look at this quick route right here. So I got a dock here and a dock here. So 3 gold. Now remember, this is this is quite a bit less than what a market would be. So you're gonna get less. And right now, as you may see, that I have not done caravan, so I'll do that. And I did do the researches with caravan if you guys are curious. So for this short route, it actually collected 5.8 gold per minute. So short boat routes do not look to be too effective right now, especially since they cost 100 wood and 50 gold. The same amount that trade carts cost. Trade carts also cost 100 wood, 50 gold. Now another great fun fact, I actually never really grasped this, but look, okay, let's say I have a trade route starting here and I want to trade with this person over here. Why is it 0 gold? Well, look, I got a dock right here. And as long as this dock's here, even if I start the boat way over here, and it'll just get stuck here. It won't even collect any gold. So if you're creating a route, you don't want to have your market in your middle of your base or something, because that's going to just produce less gold. So we're going to want to destroy this. And boom, there you go, 13 gold. And we're going to go select back over here, and it's going to go back to the nearest one and then get 13 gold. Okay, so now for this boat route right here for 13 gold, it actually produced 12.7 gold per minute. So even the longer, this is probably a medium boat length or boat trip, it's still not that valuable. The 12.7 quite a bit less than what the trade carts are going to get you. Okay, and so I think you guys got the point that, look, even though I have a market way over here, this route's going to get me 0 gold. So if you got a market in your base, middle of your base, and you're doing a trade route all the way across the map, you're going to want to delete the market in the middle of your base, because now 75 gold. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If, like always, put down a comment what you guys want me to talk about. I'll definitely go in depth about it. Hopefully now you're trade experts and go kick some ass on Voobly.